Hey guys, Romie here. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're a first time viewer, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much. Please like and comment on my video because this is my recap, my review for Big Brother 18, episode 39. Now the episode starts off again with, it starts off with Julie informing the house guests, guess what? Tonight's live eviction. Get ready. It's happening. Sorry, excuse me. So the episode, I guess you can say, officially goes back and we talk about the the nominations of course, Paul and Victor being put up. Now, Paul and Victor are over it because they feel like, oh man, they trusted them. So they're really irritated. James is super thrilled that he's, for the most part, almost guaranteed to make it to Final Four. Now, we have two sides. We have Paul, who's actually doing what he's always done and keep a leveled head, and so he's going to talk to Corey and Nicole, and he's going to try to smooth things over. Not campaign, but just smooth things over so that they make sure to keep him at the end of the week because he wants to stay in the house. Victor, on the other hand, he's hot-headed. He's like, you know what? I trusted them. I'm thinking, Victor, why would you trust people who aided in kicking you out the first time? That makes absolutely no sense. How could that possibly make any sense? So then Corey calls up Victor, and Victor's just like, you know what? I thought I could trust you guys. I thought I finally had an alliance to have my back. You guys proved yourself last week, but now this week you're going to get the power and then you turn the tables on me? Nope! That's not how it's done. So, game on. Whatever happens, happens. Now, we go from that to now it's the veto competition. And of course everyone's playing in the veto competition. The first person who starts off is Paul. Now, again, it's the BB Comics competition. So everyone is in comic theme. Now remember, Paul is like a screeching, I almost called him the screeching banshee. But, you know, his comic, his superpowers, his voice. And Paul finishes with his. Next is Nicole. And Nicole this time, remember, last season she was in the German Schnickerdoodle or whatever type of getup. This time she's in her safety unitard. And so Nicole really likes Corey because, but then again, Nicole really likes someone anyway. Corey, she was just infatuated with Corey's comic. So she goes, finishes, does what she needs to do. The next person up is Victor. And I'm like, wait a minute, something seems off here. Victor had a harder time than usual getting the job done. So after that, we had James, who was terrible. And I was thinking, maybe James doesn't want the power. But no, this is bad because James could be out of the house. So he's definitely not going to go and throw it this time. Corey looks like he's doing really well. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, if Corey wins this again. Now it's time for, oh yeah, and of course they had like Big Meech was the crybaby. Devon was kind of dressed up like Starfire. And so on and so forth. Now, guess who wins? Nicole! Again, just like what I told you guys, it's not even necessarily that Nicole was drawing the game this whole time. It was just that maybe she definitely wasn't going as hard as she could have. Because there's no way that now all of a sudden she's just bossing up and getting the job done. Come on now. We're not that gullible. We're not that dumb. And at this point, Vic is thinking his saving grace is maybe he can go and schmooze Nicole. Maybe he can go and kiss up on Nicole like he's been doing this whole season. And by doing so, that'll allow him to at least get some type of leverage with her, and maybe getting leverage with her will guarantee getting leverage with Corey. Now we have Derek, you know, the Big Brother winner of BB16. You know, he's already deemed as one of the best players because of his strategy, never put up. Everyone loved him, even though he had a hand in getting almost everyone out of the house. Now, Derek looks like he's definitely living a different life. He looks less stressed. He looks happy. He looked happy in the house too, but you know he has like the whole young baby face type of thing going on. So the thing is, Derek's essentially thought that maybe Victor would win, and he was really impressed with how Victor was playing, which is because of the fact that Victor kept winning. Now that he sees Victor is put up, he realizes, okay, Paul's cool too, but he thinks more so Nicole, because he's thinking Nicole this whole time has been playing this strategy of, she's been playing the exact same strategy that she played in her season as well. The difference is, it's working out better for her. No, I'm kidding. The difference is that she started to play it more so towards the end, and again, also this time Nicole paired up with someone really strong to kind of help balance it out. That's the other thing that he didn't mention. And James is in a weird predicament of, you know, James right now is the clinger on her. He needs to watch out who he clings on to, because it could be the end of him. Of course, Nicole doesn't use the power veto, so Corey and Victor are just like, okay, whatever happens, happens. James is saying, alright, so who are we going to actually vote to evict? They decide, initially, they're going to go and, just like what I was saying, Victor may be winning competitions, but Paul is mental. He'll go in that, they took the words right out of my mouth. He'll go in that jury house and make people think whatever they want to think. He'll go in this house, stay, make it to the end, and convince people to that it's best to give him the money. So he's very dangerous, has an amazing social game. Anyway, now it's time for the live vote and eviction, and basically Paul and Victor decide they're going to go out with a bang. You know, it really is a crapshoot, and because it's a crapshoot, they're just like, alright, Nicole, you're a snake. Corey, you think you're a boss, but you're not. James, you pretty much didn't do anything. That's really summing up how they felt, and it's like, oh, but I love you all so dearly. Anyway, James and Nicole decide they're actually going to evict Victor. Why are they going to do that? For our obvious reason. Victor can win competitions. They don't want someone that can beat them, potentially beat them in the competition. I was really disappointed that Victor did so bad in that BB Comics competition. I think James was the only person who did worse. And James, he failed. He flopped at it. So now it's time for Victor to finally go and speak with Julie for the last time. Victor's talking to Julie, and Julie's just like, so you know how you feel, what's different, what that. He's like, I really appreciated how much I dominated in that game. I know that my emotions and all of that were my undoing, but at the same time, trust, loyalty, I know that was my undoing. I'm thinking, they don't owe you anything in that house. That's what people don't understand. They don't owe you anything in that house, and because they don't owe you anything in that house, they're going to treat you like they don't owe you anything in that house. And I was just waiting for Julie to be like, but wait, there's one more! But no, it really was his time to go. Now it's time for BB Comics, and apparently something crazy is going to happen in the jury house. But BB Comics is occurring, and no, not BB Comics, I'm sorry. It's the true or false competition, and the competition is entitled What the Bleep. Yes, What the Bleep. And essentially, they're going to play clips throughout the season, and you have to decide if it's true or false what Julie's saying. So, and the messed up part is, how does James get what Natalie told to him incorrect? That's why I was looking at James like, Lord, is James trying to throw this so that he can play in the veto? But I'm thinking, you buffoon. Julie made sure to let you know that you'll be able to go and play in the final HOH. Anyway, this HOH is really important because it guarantees you a top spot in the final 3. And James, he does horribly. It was down to Nicole and Paul. They kept tying with each other. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6. So it came down to a question about the BB slide. How long did it take for that competition to be completed? And the answer was, what was it, like 4,000? And so like 4,000 seconds, something of that nature. So as a result, Paul wins, and Paul's excited. James is happy. Nicole looks worried. Even though Paul's so excited, he probably didn't even pay attention to the fact that James and Nicole, not James, James and Corey were so worried. But they should be, because they're going up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back tomorrow.